Hello, my name is Dr. Christina Esposito. I'm the Director of Product here at Chiro HD. I wanted to kick off this video. This is going to be the first of many release videos that we'll be pushing out every time our release goes out. My goal is to make sure that you see the value in what features are being pushed out to you, so you can see exactly where to navigate to them and how that particular feature or bug fix can be utilized moving forward. So let's go ahead and begin. So this next feature is a complete revamp of our release notes, how we communicate to the end users of what updates have been done and how it impacts you. So a couple things that we've been able to push out here. You can see as I log in, when a release happens overnight, log in here, I'll show you here. You can see the timer mark as red. As soon as that's complete, I can go ahead and mark as red, but right now for this example, I'm going to hit dismiss, and you can see how that now goes down into this bar here where we have the version of Chiro HD that's being pushed out, and you can see we have two new buttons here. The first one is a resource library, so if I click this, it's going to take us to our academy, our knowledge base for you to get all your questions answered. And then the other one is the read release notes. So when I dismissed it, now you can see this has changed color here, kind of bringing to your attention that you haven't read it yet. So when we click on read release notes, again, it's going to come back to this window and it's going to give me the chance to actually watch the video, consume it. And then we will be able to click mark as read. As soon as that's complete, we can mark it as read. Now notice that now minimized, it goes back down to that gray bar. We know we've read it. If we want to go back for any reason to review what we've read, or maybe there was a previous one that you want to review again, you go ahead and click on release notes. Here you can see the history of all the past release notes, and now we've added this mark as read. So you can track which ones you've read and which ones you haven't. So hopefully this is going to help make sure that you guys get all the information, all the value out of the updates that are getting pushed out. If you have any questions or feedback on this, we'd love to hear it. We've now given you the ability to restore any deleted macros or macro tabs here in the system. So you can see here there's a new button that says view deleted. So you see a historical, if anything has been deleted, you can see it listed here. These are deleted macros, and then these would be the deleted tabs. So you can see very easily you can restore anything that's previously been deleted. So let's just do an example here. We'll start with the deleted macro. If we hit restore, it says, are you sure you want to restore? Restore. And now the next question says, the tab new macro tab is also deleted. How would you like to proceed? So basically what is it saying is, not only did you delete this macro, but the tab that it lived in was also deleted. So we have an option here. We can restore the tab and this macro only, or we can restore the tab and all the macros in the tab. So here, if we do restore tab and all macros in the tab, you can see if I close out of this, now we have this new tab that was just added. This was previously deleted, and here is our macro button. So great option here, not only to see historical, so in the past, if you needed to be able to restore something, you had to reach out to support. Now we give you the ability to manage these macros on your own, deleting and restoring as needed. This next feature has to do with processing EOB. So when we come under the insurance tab here, if you click on this and you have a drop down here, that just means you're on the older version of the insurance. If you would like to upgrade to V2, the second version of insurance, please reach out to the support team. They can talk you through what the changes are. But if you click on it and it looks similar to this, where you have this process EOB screen, then you're most likely on V2 insurance version 2. So when we click on process EOB, we are going to select a third-party payer. I'm going to open up these dates just to be able to grab some data here. All right, we are going to put a check number in, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Check amount $100. we are going to apply $75 here and $25 here. And I'm going to finalize this. So now that it's finalized, when we go into the EOB history, we can see the one that I just posted, Blue Cross Blue Shield, and you can see now it has the check number here. So in the past, it only showed what was put in the memo field, so you had to duplicate putting a check number in the memo field and in the check number field and in the memo field. Now it pulls the check number right into this EOB history screen. So the next thing going out in this release was a bug fix that had to do with those that are using the slide out function. So if you look under Office Configuration, if you have this enabled, slide outs, this may have been an issue for you. So if you have this collapsed down and we schedule an appointment, you can see the slide out came across the screen there. I'm going to schedule this appointment. Okay, so now that this is scheduled, I'm going to go back into the profile here, click on the appointment, and you can see here we have the option to have that slide out pop out again, and I can click it again and again. So you can see here what is also happening is as I do that, this patient profile is also populating again. So if I click this again, you can see the slide out comes out, and then the patient profile happens again. So what ends up happening is I have to close out all of these. So anytime you click and that slide out is engaging, the profile was also coming out, and then you'd have to click all of them down. So that has been resolved with this new release. It was kind of a nuance of what triggered it, but you had to have the profile collapse down, schedule the appointment. Then when we come back, when we click on that, we have this pop out, click on that, and that's how you would see it continue to happen. So that is the bug that has been resolved in this release.